We're convening an aerospace regional conference to bring people together to talk about attracting the aerospace industry to the tri-state region. Marshall's been a leader in terms of RCBI's involvement in bringing together people in the aerospace industry to provide support, provide training, and provide that impetus to convince people that this is a place, the tri-state airport in this region, Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia, for people to come and locate support industries and basic industries for the aerospace field.
Yeah, the infrastructure's in place. Are there improvements we may need to make? Certainly. We are not perfect for the industry, but we're certainly viable for the industry. And so what I like to say is that we have the assets required, we have the infrastructure required, and what we need is more of that so that we can offer more options to the industry. And that means we've got to transition our workforce, certify that workforce, improve that workforce. Because we know it exists, but we got to be able to qualify that and quantify that. And we're going to be working to do that.
What we've come to understand in Huntington is there's a formula that works. Collaboration leads to partnerships. The partnerships establish trust. And through that, we then create hope. Hope is not a tactic, it's an outcome. And through having sessions just like this, we are able to plan the next not just 50 years, but the next 100 years. But in order to do that, it happens in the next 5 years.
I actually chair the Homeland Security Subcommittee. I was thinking about this in terms of aerospace as I was sitting there. What kind of opportunities does that bring to this initiative? Well, one of the opportunities in Homeland Security, you think about it, it's TSA, it's Secret Service, it's ICE and all the immigration, it's Border Patrol. That's a lot of surveillance, that's a lot of drones, that's a lot of ships, that's a lot of air assets, that's a lot of aerospace, aero-ready.
So we're within a, 1 to 2 hour flight of almost 3/4 of the population of the country. So we're right there. So if it's maintenance, if it's training, whatever it may be, we're in a strategic location. So if we have our tax laws right, which when I was governor, we tried to make sure that it was an incentive for people to come here, base their aircraft here. Let us do the maintenance. Let us work on it. Let us do the things that need to be done. And I can assure you, one airport in West Virginia can't do it all. We need all of our major airports that can service this. Tri-State's a perfect position. Charleston's a perfect position, and we see what's happened up in Clarksburg, North Central. It's a billion-dollar industry, and it can be repeated every place. The pilots that are going to be needed to be trained, the service people who need to work on them is going to be trained, high technical skills. West Virginians are good hands-on people. We learn quickly. Our family has been kind of a person that's probably worked in a machine shop or in a mine or in something where they had to be innovative and creative and have good skill sets. So we've got all the attributes to really be a tremendous flourishing industry. RCBI has been an absolute mainstay for this because we're able to help little incubators, little companies starting out that can't afford all this technology, and we make it available to them. And that's what RCBI has done, and man, I've been forever grateful.